Now, this here is an issue which does arise quite often. If you see under this island here, there is a lot of spare room which will become underground water caves, which are not really what you want. And I'm going to teach you some very simple world edit commands. Grabbing your wand, which is your wooden axe, just select the far outer block of your section and the opposite section. So I've selected that section and this one. Okay, fairly simple. Now we're going to type a / expand. Now it doesn't matter too much how far you go down, but 30 is probably a good level. 30 down. So that now expanded 8,580 blocks. Now / replace 8,9, which is water. 8 is still, I think, and 9 is flowing. Space, and I'm going to put stone in. Basically that there is now just filled the bottom bit. Now it's filled, it's far easier to grab your arrow tool and use a bit of mounting action. I mean, obviously don't worry about the material, to be honest with you, because that's the last stage. We go around and we change all the material. So we can just now live in the peaceful knowledge that there's no underground cave under this, because we've just filled it with stone. Right here, in the situation here, the land is very flat, because swamp biomes are like plains with trees that have vines. So it's not unlike a plains biome. Therefore then, the best thing here is to highlight the area, highlight there, and then by left clicking that, by the way, and then a right click over here. Actually no, I'm going to right click here, I think. Now I'm going to do the set command. I'm going to set the floor to be grass. So that now has just made the bottom bits of all there grass. Now, using my lift with the arrow, I'm going to attempt to make, let's just destroy that tree. I'm going to attempt to make this area look a bit more natural. So very quickly, this will take a very little. And this stuff is the worst thing in the universe. Ice. Voxel Sniper for some reason considers it to be within the landscape. I don't know why, but it does. You're gonna want a de-icer. Diamond axe, personally, but it doesn't matter if you remember what you did. Ooh, air or stone? I can choose stone, I think. Mask, ice. It's just the worst stuff in the world, because you can't do anything with it once you've got it there, because you don't want ice all around your little structures and things. Now one thing to note is that it for some reason considers trees and all the entities of trees to be within the landscape. No idea why, but it does. One thing we'll have to do afterwards is we'll have to dot around a few trees, and I'll show you how to do that in Voxel Sniper. Basically what I've used here is a mixture of World Edit and Voxel Sniper. It's an artificial island. Now, like before, we are melting away the terrain. We now need to melt away our own terrain. So basically now we need to use the melt tool, but also, if you don't want a lot of clutter on the top, there's another tool you can use. And the other tool is called Smooth. It's fairly similar to World Edit Smooth, but nevertheless still different. Basically, see what I did then? Load of odd blocks around. I right-click it and then they all just spawned off. It stops like humps, makes the land less defined. End of your voxel snipering, you'll find that the fields you've made are all the wrong material. And I said, don't worry about the material, you'll change it afterwards. Now's the time, it's the last stage. In front of you now is a plan for the biome and what blocks you should associate with the biome. Using a command in Voxel Sniper, you can change the blocks depending on how high they are from the surface. Using the command B/D, and then you put a number in, and then V space and then block, you can then change the block. So what you would type in, if you see on the bottom three things, if you wanted to make the top layer grass, you would type B space over space D1, and then you change your block type to grass. I type in /V space grass, and then right click, it will change the top one. Now, the way this works though, if you see on the left there, it has grass, dirt, stone, and it says ×3 ×6 on the dirt and stone. You've got to work your way up. So personally, you got to stick on stone on 10, so B/D 10 and V set to stone. And then, secondly, you would set the top 3 or 4 layers to grass, B over D 4, and then change your block type to grass, and it'll only change the top 4 to grass. Well, change top 4 to grass, but obviously when grass is on top of another block, it turns back to dirt. So it should make, you know, the top layers all dirt and grass, and the ones underneath stone. Now deserts are obviously different. That there is one way of doing deserts. I used to do it with a bit more sandstone in there, but that there's one idea of it anyway. Basically what you do there is you put your stone on, then you put your sandstone, and then you put your sand on. So your stone's 10, your sandstone 4, your sand 2, and you go around and you do it in layers, you work your way up. Swamp biomes generally have a bit of both. I've seen swamps with a bit of sand in, because I don't know why, but they just seem to have dotted around. Tend to stick to grass though, I would have thought, really, over sand, but maybe sand near where the little pools are. Occasionally I see that there. So that there's one idea. So this is now what you've got to do. Go over your entire terrain and make it the right block. Also, whilst you're doing this is probably your last chance now. Change, melt anything you want melted, and then go back over and do this. Now, you've either been Voxel Snipering after or before that video you just watched. Now, the reason why I start these videos, and I will make more Voxel Sniper and World Date tutorial videos, and more basic videos, is because I want people to be able to feel more confident in these plugins, because they are very good and very good at making your world seem better, especially seeing as Minecraft probably won't stop changing with biomes, as you've probably seen in the latest updates. I would like, in a preferred world, for everyone to be confident in these programs, so please check out any annotations I've put up or any links in the description and educate yourself in the means of these plugins, and maybe you won't have to throw away your old world.